Erriyon Knighton won the 2023 USA Track and Field Championship in the 200-meter dash. And of course, Noah Lyles wasn't there. But that doesn't really matter, because he's 19 years old and clearly one of the best sprinters in the entire world. He's been running professionally since he was 16, after signing with Adidas, and he hasn't looked back ever since. As an Olympian and a World Championship medalist, it is safe to say that things are working out just fine for him. But he is just one of a long line of talented sprinters who skip college entirely and turn pro out of high school. The truth is that Erriyon is the exception and not the rule, because choosing to turn pro, in track and field specifically, is one of the hardest things that any athlete can actually attempt to do. And for any high school sprinter who does it, you should be careful what you wish for. So what really happens to sprinters who choose to skip college to run professionally? Because they definitely don't all turn out like Erriyon Knighton. And the real reason people don't know what happens to them is because you probably already forgot who they were by now. Since 2015, 10 young men and women made the jump to the pros, and they all fit into 3 categories: the superstars, the contenders, and the contestants, whom some people might go so far as to call the failures. The only logical reason to skip college and turn pro out of high school is because you've already proven yourself to be one of the fastest sprinters in the entire nation. If you make a national championship final, competing with the pros, it is safe to say you are a legitimate sprinter. The only 2 superstars we've actually seen from 2015 till now are Noah Lyles and Erriyon Knighton, because they first showed up to the USA Championships before they turned 18 years old, and they made it look like they belonged there. As professionals, they proved it was not a fluke by winning Diamond League events and becoming Olympians and World Championship medalists, all before they turned 20 years old. The age on the calendar actually matters, because if it takes you any longer than that, you might as well do at least a year or 2 of college anyway. And that is exactly what Sha'Carri Richardson, Abby Steiner, Michael Norman, and Rai Benjamin all did. They were collegiate stars before they turned pro. 4 more of those 10 high schoolers were actually legitimate contenders. They didn't win anything at the Olympics or World Championships at first, but by the time they were about 20 years old, they started to prove that they belonged with the best in the world. Tamari Davis just backed that up in 2023, because she finished 3rd in the 100-meter dash, earning her first trip to the World Championships to represent America. She is 20 years old right now, and nowhere near the favorite to win it all when she gets there. But she is among the fastest women in the world, and there's no denying that. But Tia Jones also turned pro, and at 22 years old right now, she made the 100 hurdles final again, and did not make the World Championship team. Since turning professional, she keeps on making the final, but she also keeps missing out on finishing in the top 3. She's good enough where we know that she actually could do it, but we don't know if she ever will. And Briana Williams turned pro and now runs for Jamaica, but she has never represented Jamaica individually in the 100 or the 200, although they do use her on relays from time to time. She was a world junior champion, but this ain't the juniors anymore. And that makes sense, because we all know how hard it is to make any sprint team over there in Jamaica. And then there's Kaylin Whitney, who turned pro all the way back in 2016. She's a 100 and 200 meter runner who doesn't even run those events anymore, because she figured she wouldn't be competitive in them at the pro level. She switched to the 400 and internationally has run on relay teams for America, which is a success, depending on how you look at it. It is clear that when a high school sprinter turns pro, you're basically playing Russian roulette with your track career. This is because qualifying to run in a championship event is nowhere near the same thing as actually winning it. When I was in college, I sprinted in Division I, and I competed against future All-Americans, world champions, and Olympians. But all that really means is I would check into the meet, and they would give me a hit number and assign me a lane somewhere near them. But nobody remembers that I was there, because I wasn't in the front of the race. I was never a legitimate threat to beat anybody who was that good. And the athletes who were that good don't even remember I was in the race either, because they were the ones in the front. This is the reason why the remaining high school sprinters who've turned pro so far are just the contestants. Jaylen Slade, Khalifa St, Josephus Lyles, and Candace Hill all turned professional without running one race in college. But by now, you've probably forgotten about them, because they haven't won anything since the moment that they did. They are not threats in the Diamond League, and they haven't gotten close to making a major international team, ever. Best case scenario, they're fast enough to show up to the national championship meet and lose, hopefully in the final. I'm not saying that they aren't good, but you might as well go to college if that's what you're gonna do anyway. If you actually watch the preliminary rounds at the USA Championships for track and field, you will see unattached athletes who don't have a professional sponsor at all. And you will see collegiate runners from all three divisions represented. Declaring yourself as a professional is not something that you do because you're good enough to run at the USA meet. It's something that you do when you're good enough to win the whole thing. And the Diamond League only has but so many spots on it. And any sprinter who struggles to make a final within their own country is not getting invited to their worldwide circuit. And in 2023, Mia Brahe-Pedersen qualified for the finals in the 100 and 200 at the USA Championships. She is a high school athlete, and there is no doubt that she, along with Shanti Jackson, who's actually even faster than her this season, are next up in a line of great young sprinters. But I couldn't help but notice that Mia was wearing a Nike uniform at the championship meet, courtesy of a name, image, and likeness deal that she signed. Unlike most of the athletes on this list, she now has the opportunity to make endorsement money without technically turning pro. And that is a luxury that most of these contestants wish they could have cashed in on. Because track and field is a sport where nobody really cares who ever came in second place. Even the most diehard of track fans can't answer this question. Who came second to Usain Bolt in the Olympics when he broke the world record? Notice I didn't tell you the year, and I didn't tell you the event, because it doesn't really matter anyway. You probably don't have an answer for me. Ricky Bobby said it best. If you're not first, you're last. And if we're going with that logic, then track and field has a whole bunch of sprinters who might as well be in last place. You can turn pro early if you want to, but my advice is the same advice that Walter Dix gave years ago. Just go to college. And don't leave early until you have proven that you can finish your season in first place when you're there. Cause he is the fastest American man who actually lost to Usain Bolt way back in 2008 in the 100 and the 200, getting the bronze medal in both. Cause by now you've already forgotten that he was ever there. I'm Coach Rob, and thank you so much for watching this video. And if you want to see more content like this, then please like and subscribe.